Hi guys, welcome to my channel Sugar, Spice and Rosé. My name is Erica and today I will be showing you, how to make a caramel tiramisu. We're going to have layers of homemade caramel, homemade mascarpone filling and homemade ladyfingers all layered together and topped with some more caramel. It is just pure deliciousness. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I do this, please keep on watching. The first thing that we're going to do is make our meringue for our lady fingers. So we're going to start with some room temperature egg whites and we're slowly going to add in our granulated sugar. And you want to add the granulated sugar in about 3 to 4 additions, whisking between each addition, and this is going to allow the sugar to properly dissolve into the egg whites and create your meringue. And you're going to want to make a stiff meringue just like this here in the video. Next, we're going to make our egg yolk mixture for the lady fingers. So you're going to take your egg yolks along with your granulated sugar and your vanilla extract and whisk those until you reach the ribbon stage. And that is where you take some of that batter and make a figure 8 and make sure that that batter just stays on top for about a couple of seconds and then dissolves back into itself. Now we're going to sift our flour over that same egg yolk mixture, folding it in very gently. You want to be really gentle at this point right here. Once all of your flour is mixed in, you're going to take some of that meringue mixture and introduce it to the batter. And introducing it is really lightening the batter without being too specific on not wanting to deflate the mixture. So you're going to fold that in, introduce a little bit, then add the remaining amount of egg whites. After you've incorporated all of your egg whites, you're going to fill a piping bag fitted with a 1M tip and pipe your lady fingers. So you're going to do about index finger length and wide. I don't have the specific measurements because I just eyeballed this whole process right here. And after you've piped out all of your lady fingers, you can dust them with icing sugar. I chose not to, but I don't really think it affected them too much. But feel free to do that. Dust them with icing sugar. And then you're going to put them in the oven to bake until they're nice, crispy, and golden brown. I'll leave all the instructions and the oven temperature in the description box below. And then you're going to take them and allow them to cool on a cooling rack until we are ready for them. The next step in our caramel tiramisu recipe is to make our caramel. So you're going to take a pan, make sure you have a pan with high size, and place it on the stove on medium to low heat and allow the sugar to gently melt. You're going to have some lumps and stuff, but those sugar lumps will melt eventually. After your sugar is melted, you're going to add your butter in approximately 2 additions and whisk it constantly. You're going to see me change to a whisk, and again, please do as I say, not as I do, and use a pot with high size. I beg of you. Thank you. You're going to whisk it together and then slowly add in your heavy cream, your cold heavy cream to your caramel mixture. Whisk that to combine, and we're going to add some salt and some vanilla extracts, and there you have your delicious caramel. Oh my goodness, it is so good. Like, y'all don't even understand. What? Y'all don't understand. The next component of our caramel tiramisu is the mascarpone filling, and we're going to start by whipping some whipping cream until stiff peaks. And after you've whipped it to stiff peaks, we're going to place it in the fridge until we are ready. Now you're going to take some egg yolks and some sugar and you're going to whisk those over a bain marie. And a bain marie is basically a pot that's filled with 1 or 2 inches of water, and the bowl with the egg yolks and sugar is placed on top of that and turned on so that the steam from that water cooks the egg yolks gently. I'm going to do this until they reach the ribbon stage, just like in the ladyfingers. Next, I just took my hand mixer and whipped them until they started to cool down a little bit. I didn't want it to be too hot with the mascarpone being added. Now, I made a little mistake here, being very transparent. So what I want you to do is combine that mascarpone with the egg yolk mixture before you add the caramel. Make sure that that egg yolk and mascarpone cheese mixture is emulsified, then add your caramel. And you're going to add approximately 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup or to your taste. Just make sure you leave a little bit of the caramel to drizzle between the layers. And just whisk that to combine, and then you can add a little dash of salt and vanilla extract as well. After everything has been whisked together, you're going to take that whipped heavy cream and fold it into the mascarpone filling. Just like with our ladyfingers, I'm going to introduce just a little bit of that whipped cream to this mascarpone and caramel mixture, just to help it lighten up, so that when I add the remaining amount, it is easier to incorporate. And place this mascarpone filling into the fridge to chill until we're ready to assemble it. We're almost there, guys, just almost there, almost ready to assemble. So the next thing is to get your coffee mixture. This is what you're going to dip your ladyfingers into. So you're going to take approximately 1 cup of warm water, 1 to 2 tablespoons of coffee, depending on how strong you want your coffee to be, and a tablespoon of white sugar. And whisk until combined and allow it to go completely, I would say, cold. You do not want this mixture to be warm. And at this point, we're ready to assemble. So I start by placing some of that mascarpone mixture into the dish. Just spread a very thin layer, and then I dunk my ladyfingers into that coffee mixture and place it on top of that layer of mascarpone filling. And just fill the bottom of the pan with a layer of those dipped and soaked ladyfingers. Dip them really quickly. You don't want them to get too soggy. After you've dipped them, you're going to take some of that mascarpone filling, approximately 1/3 of the mixture, layer it over the ladyfingers, and drizzle some of that caramel over it. Oh my goodness, it's so good. But anyways, and then you're going to repeat this step. Another layer of dipped ladyfingers, another layer of mascarpone, some more caramel, and then another layer of ladyfingers, another layer of mascarpone, and another layer of caramel. Yes, that's how I did it. You know what? I just a tad bit confused on how I did it, but I ended up with approximately 3 layers of ladyfingers. So you can do 2, 3. If you want to try 4, you could. But I just decided to go with 3. To each his own. this is your dessert. Even if you don't want to use the caramel, feel free to leave out the caramel, okay? You don't have to do it with caramel. I just wanted to bring a little something different to you guys so that you guys can enjoy. And after you've assembled everything, you want to leave this in the fridge overnight. If you can't wait until overnight, I would recommend waiting approximately 6 to 8 hours. The longer the better. When it was finished chilling, I took a final layer of that caramel and drizzled it again over that last layer of mascarpone and just tried to marble it to give it a little extra something instead of just having, you know, the traditionally dusted with cocoa powder. Just wanted to try something a little different, that's all. And from there you're finished, you can enjoy your delicious caramel tiramisu. Like, it's so good. Like, I ate so much of this. Like, it's everything so sweet. I'm gonna start to say it around the hips, okay? I'm gonna say it around the hips. It's okay. It's okay. We will survive. We will survive, okay? Okay, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or if you just want to leave a comment, feel free to do so. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments and seeing you over on my Instagram at Sugar, Spice and Rose. So make sure to follow me over there for more behind the scenes looks, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.